Chapter 2 Remarkable Reality. A man sits in the corner of a padded room. His hair is weathered blonde and stylishly messy. His eyes are youthfully green and he has a light stubble, likely because that's all he can manage to produce at his age. He attempts to not go mad from boredom. He sits in the corner, running his finger through the crease of the padding as if he is playing some kind of very low-tech game in his lonesome. Despite its absurdity, he seems to enjoy this. Not because it's enjoyable, but because he's conditioned his mind to enjoy this. In the wall, a slit opens and a meal is slid into the padded, pillowy room. The meal consists of a full golden brown chicken, bright orange carrots, shadowy green asparagus, and bleach white mashed potatoes topped with savory gravy. The man begins to eat the mashed potatoes with his hands respectfully as possible. The man begins to salt the potatoes he holds in his hand. The mashed potatoes appear to form a face and smile at the man. The man pauses chewing. His brows grease together and his eyes don't dare detach from the starchy carb. He tries not to react. He swallows and continues to focus his attention on the potatoes. The potatoes wink at the man. The man, obviously disturbed, whispers to himself, "What the fuck?" He becomes fixated on the potatoes on his plate. The potatoes begin to slimily inch towards him like lard sliding down a greasy pan. His body jolts as he flexes every muscle simultaneously. He reaches forward and takes an aggressive handful. The mushy mashed potatoes crease in between his fingers. With little thorough thought, he throws the potatoes across the room and at the wall. The mashed potatoes laugh in a Seth Rogen-like fashion as it fabulously flies through the air. The laughs conclude as the mashed potatoes explode against the wall. Concluding the explosion of the potatoes, the man looks back at the rest of his meal. The orange carrots and now light green asparagus subtly bounce continuously within the air. He barbarously grabs as many floating vegetables as he can, takes a bite, and begins chewing like a rabid animal that hasn't eaten in days. As he is still chaotically chewing, he goes to grab the roasted chicken. However, the golden brown glazed chicken gets up off the plate and begins to bipedally trot away on its brown roasted legs. The man drops his handful of half-eaten vegetables on the padded floor and pursues the newly animated chicken. The man makes a diving tackle onto the padded floor, wrapping the chicken up in his chest. Hugging the greasy chicken, he casually saunters back to his corner. The man begins to eat calmly and appears to be enjoying his chicken with an obvious sense of delight. 2 guards enter the room. "All right, buddy. Playtime's over," the guard obnoxiously announces. "Time to go. On your feet." The other chimes in. The guards pick the man up to his feet and begin to walk him to the far side of the cell. They open a door and throw him inside. The man continues to calmly enjoy his chicken as the guards drag him away. This cell is significantly larger than the previous cell. The cell is increasingly elevated and the distance between the walls is greater. A delightfully pleasant yet menacing symphony begins to play. The man looks up to see a massive, hairy, black spider. The spider is about the size of a small sedan. The man drops his chicken on the ground in complete shock. The spider notices this and crawls towards him. The man is like a deer stuck in headlights. He is frozen in a state of complete terror as the 8-legged, hairy, black, antagonized arachnid viciously ventures closer and closer with every menacing mechanical step. The spider's radiant red fangs sinisterly shine and drip mucus of some sort as it moves closer and closer towards the man. The man does not move. It appears he has accepted his unfortunate fate. Right before the spider can consume its prey, the chicken begins to casually roll away from the man into the center of the cell. The spider's 8 eyes beam to the rolling chicken, then glance at the man. The man looks at the rolling chicken, then looks at the spider. The spider shoots one last look at the man, and they lock eyes. The man and the giant spider break eye contact and race for the rolling chicken. On the other side of the large cell, there is a massive green blob, a blob equal or even greater in size than that of the shadowy spider. The blob turns around and reveals itself to be a large, slimy bullfrog. The man stops. The spider doesn't. The bullfrog notices the spider crawling towards the chicken. The bullfrog then leaps after the massive spider, biting off one of the spider's hairy legs. As the frog roughly deep throats the spider's eighth appendage, the spider retreats to the ceiling corner within the cell. The man watches in horrific fashion, eating out of a red and white pin-striped bag of buttery yellow popcorn as if he was at a movie theater or a circus. We do not know where he received this bag of popcorn. He's in possession of it, nonetheless. It's best we don't ask. The frog directs its attention from the man to the shivering spider in the corner. The feral frog blinks once, facing the large spider as it remains still. The frog remains still, facing the spider, then awkwardly blinks again. The frog then awkwardly leaps in the air, launching itself in the direction of the spider, twirling through the air like a gymnast full of confidence, but devilishly devoid of skill. The frog misses and lands on its head embarrassingly. The frog turns to face the man as if it were a member of the office looking at the camera. The frog turns back to the spider's direction and leaps again, this time grabbing the spider's leg with its mouth and landing on its back, flipping over, now facing the man. Much to the massive spider's chagrin, the frog awkwardly swallows the giant spider piece by piece. The cell now consists of only the frog and the man. The frog is facing the corner beside the man, but not the man himself. The frog closes and reopens its eyes, unsimultaneously, as there is a subtle delay between eyes. The man begins to carefully creep towards the door. The frog blinks as frogs do and turns its body towards the man. "Oh shit," the man whispers. The massive frog blinks. "Oh shit." The man casually trembles. The frog then leaps at the man. Right before the man is consumed, everything goes black. Before the frog can get his ass, the man anxiously wakes up on a plane in first class.